Doesn't matter. We are live. We're live here for Chip's birthdays. Shoving his face full of chicken fingers.
Oh, shit.
He's not a salad guy, as we can see.
Why'd you get that rabbit food with your chicken fingers? You should have just gone for...
I know it's healthy for you, but...
It's supposed to be healthy. Get into your mic. You got your vitamins, if you want to talk yet. All right, this is No Carnival Parking, number 29. We're doing a gravy and sauce tonight at the Dojo of Comedy East. Nikki Petito's show right here.
That's right, and we're celebrating my man Chips Cooney's birthday.
Woo!
Yeah, happy birthday, Chips.
Well, I notice I'm getting
Get in your mic.
I'm getting a lot more birthdays as you get older because people think, well, he's not. How long is he going to last?
Yeah.
We better wish him a happy birthday. He might not be here next year.
Oh my God. Well, thank God you're here, brother.
Well, it's this year. I don't know what's going to happen next year.
Next year we'll give you 2 birthdays.
We'll do a double show. One 7 o'clock show, one 9 o'clock show.
Chips, in the 50 years you've been on this planet, have you ever seen something this crazy?
Hold on, talking to your mic.
With this virus thing?
Yeah, this 2020.
Just my ex-wife when she used to cough in my face while I was sleeping. Used to wake me right up. So why are you doing that to me, man?
What, do you got a buffet over there? You got your fish oil? I know you had to talk with me about the fish oil once before.
Fish oil for your heart.
It's good for you, right?
This is for your bones. Vitamin D.
That's your computer.
Vitamin E.
Very good. What is that, glucosin for your bones?
No, it's regular.
Joint pain, right?
Oh, nothing for pain.
No, I know, but it's for your joints. So you
joints
have
lubed.
healthy joints. I don't know.
Which one? The fish oil?
The green pill he's got there.
We got the chips can going on.
No, the blue pill is for when he gets lucky.
Oh, yeah.
I got lucky. I got lucky if I get home without getting lost.
Oh, yeah, we got to give Chips directions how to get home before he leaves you at the night.
It's literally, he literally goes down one road and then hits 80 and he never makes it.
I never see that 80.
It's only
you go under the trestle.
You
You either go right or left.
Get in your mic. It's like comedy.
You either go left or right under that trestle. I'm coming here. I'm supposed to go right, but you're saying stay to the left?
I don't fucking know. You just go, which way do you go, Mike?
Never mind.
You go towards 80.
I am the worst.
You go towards 80. Look for signs for 80.
Yeah, I hope you have any signs for it. I remember, Chips, I remember the first time you performed your hat.
And you called me, like, what, a couple hours? You always come a couple hours early. You called me, let's say 5 o'clock. We were busy. I'm in the kitchen, and I'm trying to give you directions. And I'm not the person to be giving this guy directions.
Oh, my God.
But Clint's right. It's like maybe one turn and then just straight. Once I figured it out, I'm like, wow, it's so close. Or it's not close, just not that hard.
Easy to get here.
Very easy.
It's easy to get here. It's hard to
I
get
still
back
gotta
out.
use a GPS to get here, and I've been here how many times?
Hope I'm not being rude eating like this.
This is no carnival parking.
It's
We
your
don't
birthday.
care.
It's no rules.
We're drinking hard kombuchas.
What is that?
We're gonna take good dumps tomorrow. All of our gut microbiome will be good tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well,
So why don't you tell us about this beer you're drinking, Clint?
That's what I just said. It's hard kombucha.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I didn't think you were speaking English when you said that.
He kept earlier. He kept going. It tastes like beer.
Do you know what?
And I'm like, yeah.
Chips, if he knows what that is.
Do you know what kombucha is?
Something you take after you make love?
Maybe. Replace your electrolytes.
I don't know.
No, that's Nick thinks it's a bukkake.
Oh, you guys are thinking.
No, I didn't. I don't even think Chips knows what that is, and I hope he doesn't.
Cocky?
Oh my God.
You know what cocky is?
Bukkake is like a scary shit.
Scary cocky. Oh my god. Let's not get any more.
What birthday is this?
How old?
Yeah.
I went to Babe Ruth.
This is all you ever tell me about your fucking age. This is all you tell me about your age. Is that you went to Babe Ruth's funeral. I've heard this multiple times.
I did.
Hey, I was talking to some dude I met in Ohio, and he's been doing comedy a long time. I go, you know Chips? He goes, no, I'm older. And I go, yeah. I go, Chips probably started doing comedy in the 50s. And he goes, what? And I was like, he goes, no, that's not right. And I said, when I asked him how old he was, he said he went to Babe Ruth's funeral. And he's like, okay, maybe.
Actually, I started late doing comedy. I played in a band, which I still do.
Uh-huh. What kind of music?
Jazz. But I worked with commercial groups to make money.
You write any cool commercial songs?
No.
Just shitty commercial songs? Write any shitty commercial songs?
No, I just worked with a commercial band that did all the top 40s.
We can
stuff.
see you, Mike. I'll switch it to Chips. Camera.
Just tell me what you were trying to tell me, Mike.
Does anyone hear a humming? Does anyone hear a humming?
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, I got his mic turned up.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt. This is
No, it's
I
not.
don't
The
want
audience could deal with the humming. I need to fucking breathe.
No, it's because I got the mic cranked up.
7 days June. Pretty good. It makes you practice a lot.
I say it all the time. Nick's
Longer
got
than he's been alive.
I say it all the time. Nick's got a lot of personality. None of them are his.
None.
Well, that's what Stan Getz, the jazz saxophone player, what's his name, said about Stan Getz. He's a nice bunch of guys.
Oh yeah? Why, was he schizophrenic or something?
Just different personality every time you talk to him.
Really?
Stan Getz.
There's a motocross guy that you either get the nicest guy that you ever met, or and then the next time you see him, he's just like raving kind of lunatic, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? At first, I didn't know, and the one time he was super cool, and then next time I see him, he's just being super strange, and I'm like, what is going on here? And then finally somebody said, oh, he does that.
Yeah, well, I used to hang around with, when I drank, hang around with guys that drink, and then when I stopped drinking, because I had an ulcer, and I see these guys, and I said, I can't believe I hung around with these assholes. Really?
Yeah, I believe it.
What's that? That's your Disney music playing? That's a real illusionist right there.
I have to wait.
Is that a jitterbug?
I have to wait. He didn't even hit the decline button.
He doesn't know how
Just
to.
let it ring.
He doesn't know how to do that.
Maybe it's somebody calling in that wants to ask you a question.
Somebody wish me happy birthday.
It's gonna happen the whole.
It's such a musical ring. It's such a Disney-esque ring.
Yeah.
But Chips, you played baseball, right?
Yes.
Wow.
He played
You
with
wanna-
Babe Ruth.
You want to tell us a little bit about your baseball
He
career?
played with Babe Ruth.
He did.
Funny guy. Yeah. I had a scholarship in baseball, now that you ask, Ithaca College. But I only lasted 6 months. Should have taken up drama when I was in physical education. Anyway, I played in Yankee Stadium. I had a workout there. Scouts saw me in high school. Would like to come to work out. I was about 17 years there. Everything was locked up. You know, my father came around, but they couldn't come inside. They had to wait outside. And I walk in, and I see the building. Remember you probably don't remember it. Sergeant Wilco. So, anyway,
Nope.
Phil Silver's show. He had a popular show on TV. And talk about something else.
Go ahead. Just because we don't know the
Because
show.
we don't know the people.
So I seen, what's his name? Dick Van Dyke.
Okay, we know.
He's out on the mound pitching with Phil Silvers. They're doing the scene. And we had to wait till the scene was over. And I said, Jesus Christ, that's, what's his name?
Dick Van Dyke.
Then I'm watching the show, maybe a month later or something on TV, and Phil Silvers was an army show, and Dick Van Dyke was in his platoon, and they found out he was a good pitcher. And that's what that scene was about, him pitching in Yankee Stadium. It was interesting.
That's cool.
That's about it.
So he was 17 when that came out, so we need to figure out what that is.
Did you have a curveball, a changeup?
I didn't pitch. No, I played the outfield.
You played the outfield.
Yeah.
You were like, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Just played the outfield, and I went up to semi-pro, and then when I got to, I didn't want to play anymore. I just wanted to do music.
You should have played for the Newark Bears.
The North Bears used to come over to my house when I was 6, 7 years old. The manager, Johnny Newen, was a Yankee manager, but he was managing the Newark Bears at the time, and they used to come over to the house. My mother would make them spaghetti.
I love it.
Yeah, and got to meet them. My brother was the mascot of the Newark Bears, my older brother.
He was the bear.
How do you know about the Newark Bears?
How do I know about the Newark Bears? I used to go as a kid. Rick Cerrone owned the stadium. He asked out my mom.
That didn't work out.
That was later on, yeah.
That was the last person you ever asked out, right, Nikki?
What?
It's the last person you ever asked out.
The last person I ever asked out.
That's a little fucking personal. Michael Modja listening.
He said your mom was the last
I wasn't
person
gonna
he
do
ever.
the voice. I was going to do like a gangster
I like
voice.
that Humphrey Bogart.
I
He's-
can't do it. I
he's
can't do a
great.
gangster voice to you. That would be. So I
He-
stopped.
how'd
I
you-
just mid sentence.
Bogart picture today. That's what he said that. The Angels with Dirty Faces.
Great
movie. Great movie. I think it's $5.
He died, he was 57, had throat cancer.
Yes, he loved his cigarettes.
Any movie you see him in, he's smoking.
Oh, yeah.
Stills, you see his stills.
He's always smoking.
And he's smoking.
Loves smoking.
That was a clause in his contract. He's like, I have to be smoking all the time.
But back then, you know, they didn't know it was bad. And that's how he died.
That's Nat King Cole died.
Nat King Cole died, he was 54. I know everybody died. I was looking for somebody that died my age so I could get ready.
Let's not talk like my mother. Well, the negativity.
You keep eating salad like
Yeah.
that, man. You're gonna live forever.
Why don't you use a fork? It's right there.
So, I really want to get into comedy. Can we ask you some questions about comedy?
Well, you got to open mic on Mondays here, Mike. You can go right to it.
No, I would love to ask you about when you started to what you see now. You know, earlier I always have great conversations. We were talking about I was talking about younger kids, and you said you haven't really seen any funny ones recently.
I haven't seen the only funny kid I ever saw at the time. He was a kid up at Catch a Rising Star. It was a place rocked that celebrities used to come in. This is in the '80s, and I'm in there one time, and Chris Rock is auditioning.
Wow.
He was 18.
Wow.
And I said, gee, this kid's talking about mature stuff. He's not talking about BSing, and he's got the attitude, he's got the delivery, and some of these other young guys just looking cute, you know, looking to get discovered. And I said, Mike Egan was the creative director. He was outside. I said, Mike, you had to go hear this kid. And I got to be friends with him.
Really? So,
Yeah.
what was the '80s like in the East Coast, in the comedy scene?
Working all the time.
Work all the time.
All the time. I was working 5, 6, 7 nights a week with pay.
No such thing as open mic with no pay.
Yeah, we've had this talk before.
No such thing.
No, it's really cool to hear the old school.
Yeah.
This is
Comics.
when people were smoking Marlboros, man.
But
It
no,
was
they
a
talk
different
about
time.
like the open mic that kind of blows your mind a little bit.
You get on the list up there.
Get in your mic, Chip. Or hold it.
You get on the
Just like you
list
do in
up there, on the comedy list up at Catch, and it paid, if you're lucky to get on it, it paid $10.
But but you got paid.
You got
Something.
everybody. No such thing as open mic. And no pay.
So where did you practice?
I didn't practice.
What are you, Allen Iverson?
Practice what? You practice sports.
about
You
practice.
practice shooting pool. You don't practice comedy. There's no such thing as practicing comedy. I don't think so. I think
Me and
it's
Clinton just wasted our fucking time.
I mean, you write your things down. The way I do, I just write the topic down. I don't write the whole thing, so I know. And I go from there. But up at Catch, Dustin Hoffman came in one time, Warren Beatty, just to name a few. It was a good thing happening then.
This was Princeton, right? Was it Princeton that you tried to start?
No, in Manhattan, the first day.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about Manhattan. What was it like in New Jersey in the 80s? What was there clubs going on besides Rascals, or was it just Rascals?
Oh no, there was makeshift clubs going on. Where they own it. We just put the milk carton for the stage and behind it. That's the way it was.
Just shows. So it was a comedy
Always
stage
working.
every day of the week, pretty much.
Almost.
We're gonna get back to that.
We're gonna do milk carton stage night. Everyone's gonna do this. I'm one.
We're gonna get back to every night of the week. There's just
Except for you,
comedy
Chip.
shows everywhere.
You paid your dues. You don't have
It was,
to. We'll give you chairs.
It was a fun time. But I was playing in the band at the time, and I used to goof around a lot with in there. And the leader at that time said, "Geez, you're making Frank Weber laugh." He was a piano player, a real serious guy. He said, "If you're making him laugh, you could just about make anybody laugh." He said, "I'm doing my own show here at this club next Sunday. Why don't you get 5 minutes together, and I'll bring you up in the middle of the songs." And but I was drinking back then. Jesus Christ. The worst, when I stopped drinking, I was wondering if I was going to be able to perform.
I could relate to that. Not perform, but I can understand.
And I said, well, go do it or don't do it anymore. And I did it. What are you going to do?
How was it the first couple times?
I love it when Chip says
But how was it? How was it the first couple of times?
Scary, but I remembered when I came off the stage what I was doing.
So you remembered a good,
Yeah, before I couldn't remember what I did.
Yep.
So I come off the stage. That was funny. I said, thank you. I'm thinking, what the hell did I do?
That's how you know you had a
That's
great
what you
set.
do every time because you don't practice, Chips.
No, I don't really practice.
I know.
But
Giving
I
you a
did
hard time.
video myself to see what I looked
Whoa.
like, my mechanics. Not what I was saying. Wanted to see if I was too hunched over,
Yeah.
if my
You-
neck was turned.
You
or
mean to
what.
tell me you never practiced your illusions?
Oh, natural
Natural.
illusions. I didn't have
They
to
just
practice
came
them.
natural?
Yeah.
You didn't have like a magic tape that you
David
watched when you were a
Copperfield.
kid?
Nah. David Copperfield came to see Otto and George. He loved Otto and George.
Didn't you do one trick where you said you had to practice in front of a video camera?
Did I say that?
That's what you said on an AGT.
Oh,
yeah.
then I meant it then.
Got him there.
He was just trying to make it look better.
Yeah.
I
See,
got to meet a good friend out there, Murray
Murray?
Sawchek, a professional magician. He lives in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a real one.
Yeah, he sounds familiar.
He makes cars disappear and stuff.
Oh, he
And-
was on the show too with you?
Yeah, and-
Okay, yeah, he's the guy that went before you, right?
I think.
Yeah.
And he liked me. We got along good, and we still stay in touch. He thought
Nice.
that was funny what I did. A lot
hysterical.
of magicians don't think that's funny, but
It's an insult to them, I guess. I don't know. They don't know what real magic is.
I call it illusions.
Illusions. Do you like the song that Chips? Don't you just love the song that Chips opens to? Tony Bennett, It's Magic.
I love
That I love that song. It's like I just think of Disney World and fireworks and him doing his act.
I'm surprised. I guess he didn't hear me do that, Tony Bennett, because he would want the residuals for that.
You think?
You were that close.
I'll tell you why. On America's Got Talent, they didn't want use that magic.
Yeah.
He said, Chips, we can't use that.
Lose That Magic was the song you wanted to use originally?
Yeah, I mean, on America's Got Talent.
And who sings that?
No, Tony Bennett.
That's the song. Come on, bro.
No, I thought he said Lose That Magic. The song is
Use.
It's Magic.
Use, that's the,
You
and
want to use.
he said, what song do you want instead? I said, any song, as long as it's got the rhythm in there, like It's Magic.
Right.
And that's what I did.
So they let you keep this. They did let you use the song.
No.
It's not.
I had a
America's Got Talent.
similar.
That's
rhythm.
the song.
Was that on there?
Yeah,
Then it
it's
was
on
another
America's
show.
Got
Maybe it was on the
It was a
Roseanne,
different show.
the
I
Drew
think it was
Carey.
the Steve Harvey, maybe.
The Steve
Yeah,
Harvey.
that one they didn't let you use it. I think.
Yeah.
Listen to this name dropper.
He was on Steve Harvey
I
Forever
know.
Young, right, Chips?
Okay, Mike.
You had a good time with Steve Harvey, right?
Yeah, it's because he liked me,
Mm-hmm.
and I was only supposed to do the regular magic, and they wanted to know if I could stay out an extra 3 days to do the reveal. You get paid extra too, and yeah, I said sure. Cancel my reservations. They did. Stayed out an extra 3 day and did the reveal.
Nice.
If you could go back.
What do you mean the reveal for what?
You never saw the reveal of me revealing the tricks? And I guess not. No, you would have remembered.
You don't do your homework. What do you look at all day? Fucking kids skateboarding? Like the fucking rocket power shit?
Dirt bike.
Jesus Christ, Edward G. Robinson, that's right. He's got them all down.
No,
Edward
he's
G.
good.
Robinson. I love Edward G. Robinson. House of Strangers.
No, I don't watch anything, so I don't copy anyone.
Oh, you smart ass. Couldn't just stays monotone. Original.
That's right.
Well,
no
you
one ever
guys
did
are-
that before.
I always got along with you guys. Yeah,
No, for sure.
Always.
it's a pleasure. Some guys you just don't
We know we're
get
close
along
with you once you leave us a voicemail that goes, yeah, I don't know how to work this fucking thing.
What was that, for the Zoom or something?
He called me.
I almost wanted to play the voicemail.
He called. I wonder if I still have his.
He
called
just
me
leaves the
about,
best voicemails.
He called me about what the hell is it? Facebook or something?
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey,
Clint,
I can't
how do I
fucking
share this?
post this?" Maybe it was Instagram or
The
something.
share
Yeah,
button's not there. And Chips, you're from? Are you from Newark, New Jersey, or are you from the Bronx? Where are you from?
I was born in Newark,
You were born in Newark, and where'd you grow up?
Lyndhurst.
Lyndhurst, New Jersey. I lived in Lyndhurst for a while. How'd you like Lyndhurst?
Well, I moved out of there when I was 17.
And where'd you go?
Well, we had the woods. We used to go masturbate in the woods.
Parking lot of the Whiskey Cafe, right?
It's a park now. And every time I look at that one corner, I can just see the five of us with our ding dong hanging out, 12, 13, 14, playing with ourselves. I get a tear in my eye sometimes. It brings back some great memories. Nothing stays the same. The young get old. What are you going to do?
Nobody masturbates in parking lots anymore. Those were
No.
the days, right,
Those
Clint?
were the
It wasn't a
days.
parking lot. It was the trees were there.
It was a
There's the
park.
trees. Now
It
it's a
was-
parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's a park.
Listen,
Masturbate in a parking lot.
yeah, you fucking maniac. You got to do it in the woods.
Yeah, now it's a park.
Riding bicycles and dirt bikes, I saw all my first porns in the woods. So like when people, I don't know, apparently people like to dig jumps.
Like wood porn, or like
No,
you
like-
watched like a portable DVD player
no,
porn in the
no.
woods.
This is the 80s, bro. There was no DVD player.
80s. How old are you?
40.
Yeah, but that would mean you were born in 1980.
79.
Yeah, 79. So what? You were watching porn in 9?
Well, I wasn't watching it. There was seeing magazines. Yeah, probably 10, 11, 12. So late 80s, early 90s.
When's the last time you watched porn?
No, it was magazines
Jesus.
in holes.
A while back.
Back at the 42nd Street days.
Well, when I was married, they had porn in Passaic. And me and my wife used
Just
to...
live porn?
Yeah, no, not live. In the theater.
Oh.
And Merlin Chambers was the porn king queen at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going into the Montauk Theater, me and my wife and everything. They had a red carpet for her. Cops came and arrested her.
Your wife?
Huh?
Your wife or the actress?
No, the actor.
It was a dude?
No, Merlin Chambers.
What did
Yeah.
she do?
She's a porn star.
So she got arrested for being a porn star?
It was her movie.
So they didn't know, or they just waited for her to show up?
They
and
waited for
arrested
her.
Because you're not allowed to show that.
I don't know what the story was, but
Unrated.
I didn't make big of it. I just...
I need to get on that computer and look up Merlin Chambers.
Merlin Chambers and Linda Lovelace.
That was a good movie with Amanda Seyfried that played Linda Lovelace. Did you ever see that, Clint?
No. What's
You're
it called?
pretty knowledgeable.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah.
He jerks off a lot.
Yeah, I know my porn history.
It's a good movie. Eric Roberts is in it. Bobby Cannavale, where you going? You're gonna just leave me and Clint here? I mean, me and Chips here.
No, I'm trying to look up.
I think I'm older than Chips. I'm the one losing it.
I'm not sure if she's still alive. I'm not sure.
Marilyn Chambers.
But they had the Montauk Theater back then.
Marilyn or Merlin? Marilyn.
Maryland.
Get over here with those checker pants. We're gonna play some chess.
I didn't know back then. That's
What's her last name?
Chambers. Back then, that's what was going on
Mm-hmm.
in the 70s.
Now, what was it like to get on the bench warmers? How did that happen?
I heard through the grapevine, because I knew Adam, worked with him before he became a star, and he said he was going to get me in something, but I didn't pester him about it.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody told me they were on the set, and they heard Adam said, Chips is in my radar. And once I heard that, does it show?
Oh, what, I missed a good porn story?
Trying to just find
Oh,
pictures.
fantastic porn stories.
Just trying to find pictures that aren't just X-rated, since we are on that one Facebook.
So many kids that watch this.
That's true. Sorry.
And
What happened, guys? You're talking about...
Yeah, what's
I
happening?
see a porn star. What happened? What did I miss?
She got arrested. He and his wife went to go.
there she is, Marilyn
watch.
Chambers on the right top.
Right here?
Yes.
Yeah. So what happened?
She was a porn star.
Yeah.
He went to watch her porn,
Mm-hmm.
and they arrested her when she was on the red carpet.
Oh, because porn was illegal back then.
Yeah, she was pretty hot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I bet she had a huge bush, didn't she?
I never asked her.
I feel like it would have been evident once you watched the movie. Did you get to watch the movie, or
No,
they
they
closed the whole thing
we had
down?
to leave.
Did you get a refund?
I don't even think we got up to the
Ticket
window
booth.
yet, to the booth yet.
I mean, that's a story on its own. It's probably better off you didn't see the movie.
Me and my wife used to go at least once a week.
To watch
shows.
porn?
Yeah.
Man, you guys
That's-
were really crazy.
That's
back
really
then.
something to think about. That people used to go to the theater back in the day as couples
That's
and
a
watch
commitment.
porn.
This
It's-
was around 70,
To porn.
71.
I know, that's a real commitment to sit
77.
through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, just even to have to go someplace to watch porn. Think
Imagine,
about that
imagine if that was going on today. What do you think the Pussy Hat movement would have to say about that?
I mean, I'm just thinking about the poor guy's got to clean up the theater after every show.
Oh yeah, really,
Oh.
really. And it's like if you're
Yeah,
not
it
doing
wasn't
that in
easy,
there,
man. I
Pee Wee
hated
Herman
that
got
job.
arrested for it.
it wasn't
I
he.
hated that job.
Was it really?
He did that just so he and his wife could watch the movie
I
for
did
free.
that to make some money, man. Terrible. sweeping up like that.
I actually believe he did that for a job.
You have to mop. Don't you have to mop that?
What do they call them? What do they call the jizz moppers and the
Jizz mop.
What
Well,
the
they
hell
have
could
the
they have
whole-
gotten paid to do that?
Remember they used to have? I don't remember. I'm too young. I remember seeing it, but I was too young to go in. They used to have on in Times Square, right? The peep shows, but the girls were really behind
Yeah.
the glass, right? You
Yeah.
fed the things.
Yeah.
There was a name for the guy that would
Yeah.
mop up after them. They had like a funny name for it. I forget what it is.
Let's look it up.
Jizz
mopper.
The mopper. But it was a funnier name. But that
That
would
was,
be kind of.
Long time ago. Jesus
Let's
Christ.
just see what
You think
Clint
we're going
types
back to
in.
that?
Name of guy that cleans up
mops jizz off.
mops. Just what the hell is Duck Duck Go?
That's the way you got it. Come on, if you're going
Mops
to Carnival,
after peep
don't use
show.
Google around here.
But what the hell is
yeah,
Duck
see,
Duck
I-
Go?
That's
We don't fucking Google here, bro.
Google
Are they paying us to use them?
it's
They're not mining our data.
Yeah. They're actually showing you fucking results, not what they want you to show.
Interesting.
Why doesn't my refrigerator work? Because Donald Trump's bad. That's what Google will do. Why doesn't? Why is my phone not working?
Need a good peep show reference quiz team name. No. I want to know.
DuckDuckGo went to shit now too.
Shills.
They're definitely working. It's not that kind of shit.
All right, it's 6:30. This is probably just the jizz mopper. That's my phone. Good luck unlocking it. Maybe our big guinea noses will unlock each other's phones.
I love that. If somebody tries to, whenever another person with a podcast or one of my friends, if they give me a plug, it's like they always have to bring up my nose. Like they'll do the nicest thing by giving me a shout out and it'll get us followers. Like if you want to see this big schnoz,
That's called a backhanded compliment.
it's okay.
It's all right. I got a big
It gets
schnoz
us-
too.
it gets us,
It's all right. They call me Jimmy Durante. My nose is so big. This is not Carl Malden.
They call you stay away from my cocaine.
yeah, that's
That's Mike. That's Mike, not me.
fucking Hoover. That's what they used to call me, the Hoover, back when I used to do cocaine.
Clint's got a big nose too. We ought to call this the Big Nose
I'm a
Podcast.
Roman big
It's a bunch
nose
of
mafia.
Italians, I mean.
I'll be at Staten Island at this place called Big Nose Kate's September 8th.
real?
Yeah.
Not to promote another club other than
Hey!
this one.
hey, I don't care. I like that. We need more comedy
it's in
clubs.
another state.
We need more comedy rooms. I don't care. It could be in New Jersey.
Yeah.
You
Big
guys-
Nose
that's why
Kate's
we were
open
getting
mic. When
that
is it?
before, yeah.
It's not an open mic that I'm doing. You
Oh.
fuck. I'm in a fucking festival. I'm fucking one of the.
I thought
features.
they do an open mic, don't they?
Yeah, they do, but this
Okay,
is part of the
sorry, you
festival.
fucking jerk
jerk.
off.
I'm not gonna advertise on the air that I'm doing an open mic.
I didn't know. I thought you were just advertising the open mic in general. I thought you were just trying to spread the love.
No.
Oh, okay, it's a festival?
It's a festival.
What's it called?
The Fifth Borough Comedy Festival.
John, do
Swap it? We're doing a swap.
you want to move?
I don't care.
So Chip,
John Kirshner?
John Kushner, yeah.
Krushner?
Yes,
that how you
Kirshner.
say
I
it?
can't say it.
Kirshner? Who else?
Kirshner.
Is
Joe,
He doesn't have a
Namoli,
vowel at the end of their name. You can't
Nice.
Elise
say it.
DeLucci,
They all run
and
it?
a whole bunch of other people.
I
Oh, no,
didn't
wait,
even
I don't
see,
think she's on my show.
I didn't even
Elise.
see advertisements to submit anything for that.
Yeah, because
Well, I mean,
Or just tell people said I got accepted.
Yeah,
Over Instagram.
yeah. And I was
I got
like,
accepted.
yeah, exactly.
about that, Jim?
Vic was like, oh, I just barely submitted and got accepted. And I was like, to what? What's going on? I never saw anything.
Some of the stuff that's posted.
Yeah, so, but what
Yeah,
no,
talk
no,
shit
no,
on
no,
it.
Bullshit.
Well, yeah, that's shit too. No, but we're actually
All
like the comedy
bullshit.
festival thing. You're getting accepted to do, like it's the business has had to change a lot.
So what do you want? An applause?
I don't fucking know, but I'm asking, like, what do you think about, like you said, no open mics. I guarantee if there's no open mics, there was no comedy festivals. You got to get accepted, and they call it a festival. I don't know really what it is. What do you think?
Who had the festival?
No, that's like a new. Guys, explain to them about
a festival is a process where you have to submit a tape or you got to know somebody.
And what do they do?
And then, they offer you a price if you want to do the show, and you tell them to go fuck themselves.
They offered you money?
I'm not going to disclose.
yeah, no.
That's what happens when you're Nicky Potato.
I just-
said yes, I had to pay $100 to
Imagine.
comedy festival.
I would never.
Comedy festival.
How about?
Bullshit.
I was never mind. I was just
It's all
gonna,
bullshit. This open
I was gonna
mic.
be a hypocrite for a second.
Bullshit.
Switch the,
I was gonna make fun of me and Clint for something.
Make like that. You're getting demoted to producer? Listen to you. Promoted. Well, that camera, your camera shut off, so it's got a timer.
Clint. Chips. I having two C's right next to each other. You did a few shorts with Louis C.K., did you not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys jerk off in front of each other?
Huh?
Did you guys jerk off in front of each other?
Why don't you just fucking talk and we won't say nothing?
I was waiting. I knew you were going to get him eventually. I knew he was going to kick you off sooner or later. This guy's making me name the whole lineup in Staten Island over here. Like, who gives a shit?
Louis C.K. had a couple movies, and me and Ray Romano, before he became a star.
Clinton don't know who that is.
And Everybody Loves Raymond. And Dave Attell, we did a couple movies for Louis C.K. Got paid.
Did you pay to do these?
No, I didn't pay.
Chips at the end of every story. Got paid.
They were fun doing them.
No, but Louis C.K., I mean, that guy's amazing.
And
Who?
you did.
Louis C.K.'s amazing. Amazing fucking comic.
He was offered to go to college, from what I heard, and from his parents. They were going to pay for the first year or something, or for him to continue comedy. He had a choice, and he went with the comedy.
Wow.
That was a good choice.
That's a risk a lot of people take and regret.
Because they're not good.
Yeah. But you don't, a lot of people
I
don't
mean,
know
you don't know.
A
Yeah,
lot of
that's
people
true.
don't know that they're not good.
Yeah.
You know, that's
That is one of the saddest. That's one of the saddest.
the saddest thing in life is knowing you fucking suck.
No,
not
it's
knowing
One of
you
the
suck.
saddest things
Not
I've
having a
seen
friend
as an
good enough
owner
to tell you.
Yeah.
of a club is what these guys are talking about. The comic that does put in the work, but just doesn't realize that they're just like you see
They don't know.
These poor souls on American Idol that are horrible. voices,
They don't know.
get it.
They don't get
They
it.
really- that's the worst, man. When you see a comic
And they're never going to
they're
get
doing
it.
open mic and they're submitting and they're doing the work, so I got to give them a little bit of.
They got that confidence from home, from their parents. That's where they got that.
Funny about it. That's a rough one, right? I mean,
No,
you
this
know,
is what happens when everybody
guys got
gets
rough. I guess
participation
me-
trophies.
Yeah, for me it's rough because a lot of times they're nice people.
Listen, I agree with what Chip's
you're
saying.
right.
Listen, you need a little bit of reality sometimes.
100%.
I remember working with Ray Romano before he became a star. We were doing a show in Brooklyn, and he came in one night with a big script like this. And I said, Ray. I said, Ray. Hey, Ray. Yeah, Chip. Oh. And I said, well, what is that? What do you got? He says, I think this is it. It was the script for Everybody Loves Raymond. Somebody was coming there to pick it up.
He wrote it. The first.
He
episode,
wrote it.
Wow.
He
That's why
wrote the
it's
whole
not
idea.
called Everyone Loves Edward or something.
And
I don't think it would have got picked up. Everybody loves.
and
that
that's
word.
what happened. He somebody came in and picked up that script.
Wow.
That's something.
fucking awesome, man.
That's
I love
something.
that. I love
That's
that.
awesome. You were there for that. That's
I,
a really
I worked
cool
with
thing.
him. I even I got a hold of him after he became a star. I said, "Can you use me for anything?"
We could probably have
Hello, can you use me for anything? Hello? Hello, Ray? It's Chips. Chips Cooney. Can you use me? Hello? Hello?
You went deaf while you guys were on
We
the
ought to send that to Ray Romano and be like, "You owe this guy one. Come on,
I don't care anymore.
fuck him, right?"
I did a movie last week. Got called
I
unexpected.
saw that. I saw the clips. Craig Loigren was showing me. Go ahead, tell them about it.
You saw the
I
clips?
saw.
didn't
No, I
How
even
come
saw
he
see
doesn't
I
get
saw a
yelled at?
picture. I saw a picture of you.
Oh.
On
How
the
come
set.
Nick
You look
doesn't get
great.
yelled at for interrupting?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. I just wanted to tell you I saw the
interrupt you
picture.
and Talk about their open mic shows. The guy's telling us amazing
It's okay.
stories about the old days. I'll be at Dave's Ribs and
I couldn't wait to go up to catch.
We're gonna be at the Giggle Hut.
People used to come in there. Lenny Bruce's daughter used to come in there, Kitty, and I got to be friends with her, and even she introduced me to her mother one night, Honey, and who passed away. And Dustin Hoffman came in one night with Warren Beatty. I think they were doing a movie together.
He played Lenny Bruce, Dustin Hoffman. Was he like studying Lenny Bruce for the movie?
No, this was after the movie.
Oh, it was after the movie.
Yeah, he was doing a movie with Warren Beatty. I don't know the name of it. But it was fun. A lot of blow was going on back then.
Probably real.
A lot of blow was going on back then up at Catch.
You only needed a dab back then.
And every in and out the bathroom. But when I first started out, they were putting me up last. And I'm saying, well, okay, I'm glad. At least I'm on the list, getting paid. But I said, why not make it funny if you're going up last? I said to myself. So I went in there, and I had my suitcase. I would go downstairs, and I came back up. I dressed in pajamas and a bathrobe and slippers for the last act.
And did that work?
Yeah, it's the last one. Fuck,
Everybody was
get
tired.
ready for sleep. And then he sold it. That was the end of that. Nothing lasts forever.
How about Corona? Is it going to last forever?
Nah.
Another year?
Yeah, they're gonna get the vid. Nothing lasts forever. It's gonna be gone. It's. I feel sorry for the kids, for the club owners. I do, and especially kids. They want to play at that age, and they can't. You know.
They don't grasp what's going
It's
on.
weird for children, especially the really young ones. Like, they don't get it.
They don't get it. They're gonna remember when they get older, and I'm glad that didn't happen to me. If it did, oh boy, I don't know what that would have been like. And you know, it's just, I hope they find a vaccine. That's all you can do. There's a lot of things. It's people.
Steroids.
Huh?
We should we should all do steroids.
Yeah, an open mic.
The what?
It's so fucking random. Christ. What the hell is in that Skobaka, whatever you drink?
You drank one too.
Yeah, I know.
You had a bukkake as well.
Yeah, I'm calling him Clinton. You Chips. Real quick before I forget, Chips, you're a vet, right? You were in the Army?
Yeah.
That's right. What year were you in the Army?
I was stationed in Hanau, Germany in the 60s. I was there for over 2 years. I traveled. I went to Barcelona, Spain for a week, Copenhagen, Denmark, Sweden, Austria,
Wow.
France, Italy. I took some nice pictures in Italy, sitting there in the Colosseum, playing with myself. And I had this on film, on camera, and like a jerk, I trusted everybody back then. They broke into my car at night and took the camera and half of my clothes. I don't know. He's 21 years old.
Son of a bitch.
I'll show you a picture.
You
of
must have
me,
been
Hannah.
Napolitan like me.
No. I got rid of that.
That one's lost.
I'll show you
That
a
one's
picture.
lost.
The Great Coliseum jerk off is
Show you a
lost
picture
forever.
of me in Germany.
Louis C.K. the 60s bitches.
With
That's
one
right.
of the Fräuleins.
They welcomed it though, the women. They were like, "All you're gonna do is jerk off in front of me."
In Italy. What are you, a pussy? That's all you do? Just jerk off in the Coliseum?
Coming up.
I'm never gonna look at the Coliseum the same way again.
I was so mad about that
Actually,
because
that's exactly what I'm think about it.
I'm never gonna think of it the same.
When I visited something, I would think, where was...
Were you tilting with it?
Where was
Oh wait, no, that's the fucking leading tower piece.
You had too much bukkake.
Yeah, Bukkake.
what the
Bukkake.
fuck is it?
You get a headache just trying to read the can, trying to figure out
What
what.
this here was shot in at the Roosevelt's home up in New York State. I modeled for that. I got paid $300. This was about 10 years ago, and
You're gonna
They-
have to show that to the
they
camera.
wrapped me in. They wrap me in.
You're one of the bronze statues?
Yeah, I'm Roosevelt. They wrap me up with all kinds of stuff. Stick a straw in my mouth so I can breathe.
Let me see.
And
like those, I see what you're saying, the fake statues.
yeah,
Ah,
that's my body.
Aren't you afraid they made a sex doll out of you?
one of those scared the shit out of me in Manhattan once.
Right?
Oh, bro, yeah.
Those things are scary.
No, he got wrapped in like shit to make a mold of him.
Oh, it was one of those like.
Here you
No.
go.
He didn't paint himself.
Yeah, who is she? I saw that picture of you. Hold on, show that to the camera.
I saw that before.
That's a real kinky picture.
I was 21. That's Carmen.
Carmen.
She's a Fraulein. Fraulein is a single girl,
Uh-huh.
and I kept it.
Who took the picture?
I like that
I
word.
forgot.
What's that word? What do you call a single lady?
The other girl he was
Fraulein.
sleeping with.
A Fraulein?
Yeah, those are single girls.
You should get that printed and autograph it for the next show for everyone. Everyone who buys a ticket gets a free autograph.
And like I said on the top here, I said here on the top, you can't live in the past, but it's nice to go back and visit.
I know, I
Yeah.
saw that. I actually jerked off to that picture.
Boy, I can imagine when you were 14, you must have been jerking off 24 hours a day. But she caught me with another Fraulein.
Ah, the one who was taking the picture, right?
No. And
Yeah, what pervert
I
took
was
that
in
picture?
her room with another Fraulein,
Oh, listen to this
waitresses.
guy.
And she called the MPs on me, and the MPs came.
What the fuck is the MPs?
No.
Military
Military
police.
Yeah.
And
fuck
they were
outta here.
yelling at you in German? I bet it sounded terrifying.
Oh, this was in another country.
She said, I sorry, I didn't know the police would come.
Well, you're in Italy, though, right?
No, this here's in Germany.
Germany.
I was stationed in Germany.
Yeah.
They thought
She was
Cooney
yelling at him in German. It sounded terrifying.
Good thing your name wasn't Cooney back then, or they would have thought you were Jewish.
I did an event in Germany, and they kept the one security guard didn't realize I was allowed to go like onto the floor. I couldn't go on the course, but I could go onto the floor. I was the dude's mechanic, so we were allowed to go onto the floor and watch practice and everything. So every time I went, she didn't know that. Every time I went to the floor, she'd start yelling at me. It was terrifying. I'm like, I'm allowed to go here. Like, stop fucking screaming at me.
You know, German sounds like that, but Italian actually sounds like that. As a kid, I
Was ist los mit du? Du rote Kino mit dich bitte?
yeah, see, it sounds crazy, but it just said happy birthday. It sounds funny.
No, I said, how are you? You want to go to sleep with me?
See? It sounded like fucking,
You thought that was happy
it
birthday?
sounds scary. That's what Clint's saying. German
Was ist
sounds-
los?
Pass the sauce.
Knutschflick time. That means a hickey.
How'd you get on the Italian show if you're German?
He's
What
Italian.
Italian show? what Italian show?
The one tonight.
Tonight,
Oh.
gravy versus sauce.
Unless
That's not
Chips,
my real
Chips
name.
told me he was Italian,
No?
unless he lied to get on the show.
How do you speak German? Just from being there?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Dude.
I can't speak.
I would have forgot. I mean, that was pretty fucking fluent.
Listen, he didn't do rave, drugs, and fall.
But wait, Chips, do you think? I mean,
impressive.
See, I keep calling him. I don't know what happened. Clint, do you think Chips is Italian or no?
Well, I'm assuming he is.
But do you,
But Cooney.
but looking at him,
Well, you get a guy like Tony Bennett. His real name is Anthony Dominic Benedito.
right?
My real surname is Ippolito.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a.
Just told everybody
Don,
that.
right?
So this is just your stage name.
Yeah.
But you're still Chips. Chips Ippolito.
No.
No, that's not his real name.
Your family did that, right? 'Cause that was common in those days.
No, I did it.
Oh, you did.
I did
He
it.
didn't want to shame his family.
My family had nothing to do with it.
Oh, well, but that generation, when they would come over, sometimes they were embarrassed and they would change. the
Well,
name,
they
right?
weren't.
No,
Are you
well-
kidding me? My mother was born here. She'd get
Oh,
pissed
okay.
off.
Okay.
She
But you know what I'm saying,
loved
right? A lot-
Italian.
Yeah, but that happened. With, none of
I
my
never
family-
heard of it
no,
happening.
People come in here and they drop the vowel or something.
I
Either
never heard of
either
that.
they dropped it when they came here at Ellis Island, you know that, or some actors and singers took off the like Frankie Valli wanted to be Vally, and then his girlfriend said you're a disgrace to Italians. Pretty much, you got to put an I at the end of it if you want to have a stage name, because his real last name was Castelluccio, and he was like, you know, a lot of people were like that. Ben Gazzara, the actor, used to say like, you know, they said you'd probably get more work, Ben, if you had, a less Italian name, and he started writing down names like Charlie Farnsworth, like all these, and he said, "Fuck this! If my father were alive, he'd be ashamed of me." And it's like, you're right, but at the same time, even today, I think a lot of people change their name today because there's less and less and less younger generation Italian Americans working now. There's really not a lot under the age of like 30.
30 years ago.
Dean
I saw it in a
Martin.
movie. And I said, I'm going to use that.
Nicolas Cage is another one.
A lot of them changed their names.
Connie Francis. There's a shit ton.
Because
I
they
could be here all
make it
fucking day
short,
doing it. He's not Italian, Tom Cruise.
He changed his name. It's not
Yeah, but he's not Italian.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you
still,
get
he's
Vic DiVittetto.
That'd
He
be
kept
funny,
his
though.
name.
Tom Cruise playing an Italian. Can't even picture.
All right, we need to go and start setting up. You don't think so?
Yeah, we do.
Got an hour 15
We
to
do
the
have
show.
so much here for the show, but we didn't really. There's so much more we can talk to chicks about. Come on.
I mean, of course.
I mean,
Well, my trip to California by myself,
That's right. You were.
drove out there in 1969, took my drums, put them in the back of the car, said goodbye to my mother and father. I drove out there. It took me a week and a half. I stopped in St. Louis first to see my friend I went to high school with, played football. He was with the Cardinals football team, 14 years. Stayed at his place for 2 days. Then I rode out there. I made the mistake of stopping in Vegas to see a drummer friend. I lost the $500 that I had with me. I said, what am I going to do? I had $25 left. I said, I can't go back home. I went out to California, North Hollywood. I got a bartending job.
wow, $25 in your pocket.
$25. I worked in the first topless club in North Hollywood.
No shit.
And it was right down the street from Universal Studio. Celebrities were coming in. Clint Eastwood came in just to check it out. He had a couple of beers. I gave him a couple of beers. He gave me a tip. And then I stayed about 3 months. I just didn't push enough to do what I'm doing now. Sold my car and flew home. And then I worked in a mob place before that in Long Branch for 2 years. I remember the leader telling me, watch what you say here. I was 25. So my claim to fame is I taught Vito Genovese, he was in jail at the time, I taught his grandson drum lessons. His father, Vito's son-in-law, said, Patrick wants to play the drums. Would you teach him? And I said, sure, on Saturdays. And I taught him, and he's a lawyer today. And I heard he was wondering if I was still alive. And, 2 years. And then there's this girl used to come in, Barbara, with this guy all the time, Frank. He was about 15 years older than her, and he said, "Would you sit with Barbara? I'm at the meeting here," and he would go in the back and have a meeting, and I would talk to her. And then one night I'm leaving, and the hat check girl says, "I don't believe this," but Barbara gave me her phone number, and I was smart enough. I asked the leader of the band. I says, what's with Barbara's boyfriend? He says, it's a hitman. Humana. But I was nice enough to call her up. And I didn't tell her. I just said, I feel funny, Frank is wants me to sit with you. It's not my MO. Whew, got out of that fast.
Anybody showed the respect of a callback.
You got it. You call back and
Like or dislike the
But
image.
wait, going back because I forgot that we actually forgot the subject. The movie you're working on now. Did we finish? We didn't finish
I
talking
don't
about
know
that.
much about it. I just did what the director wanted me to do. I was there for 2 days.
Wait, is it a horror film? Is it
It's
a
a
drama?
horror film. There's
Nice.
a girl in it that they really put a good job makeup on her, but I don't see her, but the audience does.
These are the Levies, right? The Levies.
Who?
Who's producing the film? Fuzz on the Lens, right?
yeah, Fuzz
yeah,
on-
the Levies and all them.
I don't know.
Yeah, not Bob Levy, different Levies.
And
They're great.
Imagine
They do a lot of
Bob
great
Levy
work.
as your director.
Have you seen any of their stuff?
No,
They're very talented.
No, he told me, Chips, I'm going to send you a copy, and when there's a festival, I'll let you know. I says, okay. You know, you did a great job.
You look
and
great in the pictures, so I can't wait
What
to
am
see
I
it.
doing? Do I look scared?
You like it? You sit in a chair. Yeah.
I'm supposed
Yeah.
to
No,
be
you look
scared.
great. You looked great. You know Craig Loigren.
That's who got me the thing.
Yeah. He was telling me.
recommended me.
Yeah, he was telling me. We did a show a week ago.
And you never know what's going to happen in this business. Things can just happen like that. Always keep your... Don't get mad. You know, don't get mad. If you're going to ready to get mad at the club owner or something, always hold it back. Because you never know what happened. That's just what I did. I was ready to tell this club owner off. He's booking guys that haven't any credits at all and everything else. I'm going to tell him off. And
It sounds like me.
and sure as hell, he calls me up. Calling me up. I wanted to know if I had such and such a weekend open. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I held my temper.
I'm learning about that.
It's hard to do, especially when we're
I'm
Italian.
starting to get that thing. It only took 40 years
So,
to hold back a little bit.
what's that?
To hold it back. I call a little like,
Yeah,
filter in my
we
brain.
all have it. We live in New Jersey.
It's good practice, man. Not to get mad like that, because you don't know what's going to happen in this business.
Yeah.
And
It's
don't
true.
get overconfident either. And be humble.
Great advice.
Don't walk around with your nose in the ceiling. I can name guys who had great opportunities too. They knew so and so, and they got in the movie and on the TV show. It's 7 episodes he did, and then he decides he's going to tell the director what to do, and he's out.
Yep, that's it.
You get overconfident. Overconfident is like having no confidence.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Yes.
And there's a lot of guys that are too confident. I can't stand watching Wayne Brady. He's such a ham.
I don't even know who he is, so he must be a little too confident.
Let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal.
If you saw him, you know.
And he's
What happened?
just,
He played here.
He's just a ham. He's too much to me. He's too much. Will you stop? What are you dropping? Every 5 minutes?
What else
Jesus
more
Christ.
can you drop? Seriously.
Come here.
There's like nothing else you could drop or
Just
knock
his
over.
phone.
What is it?
Everyone's pissed off, and Clint's just like, "That's his phone." So
His phone, Chips.
I just can't watch him.
there could be an earthquake going on, and Clint would be like, "Guys, there's an earthquake."
Listen, I dealt with being super stressed out a lot, and that's how I learned to fucking cope with it.
You're doing fine. I can't stand
Doing
watching him. He's got a macho delivery. He's too macho. If you came on the show, it's contestant to sing, he'll have to sing. If you came on and dance, he'll have to dance. The only time he doesn't really interview you, if you did something like you in the armed service, he would cut it off real fast because he can't cope with that. I can't watch him.
The hell with him.
There you go. Fuck Wayne Brady.
Clint, do you have any? Clint. Chips. I said we
See,
could
I
get-
don't know
say
why.
it.
It was,
Chips, do you have any advice? Other advice for? Because we do have a lot of young up and coming comedians that listen to this. Do you have any advice for anybody that's out there trying to get into entertainment?
Well, if you want to get entertainment, just do what you're doing and go for it.
Take that first step, right?
Yeah.
Right. I agree with that.
he's always
I
given me
agree
good
with
advice.
that.
When I first started doing
You can't
comedy,
tell somebody what to do. You can't tell Miles Davis how to play the trumpet. You know, you're born with this. If you believe in something that's funny, go for it.
And how many people don't take the first step, right? So many people don't take that first step.
They're scared.
They're scared.
Let-
Like the podcast. Doing all of this, we talked and talked and talked, and then we started building it, and then quarantine came, and I'm so grateful for Clint. He goes, "No, we're starting. You're going to your basement.
The
We're gonna
best-
do it on the laptops.
the best.
And, you know, not that we built something crazy, but we're what 30 episodes in or something. We have hours under our belt. We put in a lot of time, and the more you do it, it's great. And that's the best advice. I'm saying Tripoli, but you actually maybe do it. Just take that first step.
This is the best piece of advice Chips ever gave me. Be different.
If you're original, you
Right?
stand out more.
Exactly. There's too many comics, and we've had this talk before, Chips. I've had it with both of you. There's too many derivative people doing the same stuff.
They don't
It's all
know
copying.
any better.
They don't know how to be
No,
original, different.
And you can tell them, and they just look at you. I remember seeing a movie, Meyer Lansky movie, with what's his name played Meyer Lansky. Anyway, his son came home from school. Meyer Lansky's son, Dad, he said, everybody's making fun of me because of your job. And his father said, people dislike what they don't understand.
It's very true. That is very true. Growing up, I learned that.
That's what he told his son. And don't speak to the ears of a fool, for he would despise your words of wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, every time
Why
I meet
should you
Jewish
talk
people,
to somebody if he doesn't understand what the hell you're talking about, they think you're an idiot.
I stopped telling people. I learned when I was real young to stop telling people ideas that I had, because I always had crazy ideas,
And they steal
everybody
them.
they would be like, "That's stupid. That won't work." So then I just stopped telling people ideas because I didn't want to listen to their negativity. I'm just like, I could figure this out.
I love this guy. We have some crazy fucking ideas. Hey, but that's right. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Nikki's starting to get involved too. We were just talking about crazy ideas and some.
shoot
some
for the
of it-
stars,
I
baby.
mean, some shit. Yeah.
Some no work.
We could
Yeah.
do it.
You gotta
Long
take this.
time
You gotta
ago.
be. You gotta be. Oh, sorry.
No, I just said long. Everything's just going by so fast. I bought some paint because the bottom teeth here were getting a little brown. And the dentist, $3,000. I says, well, how old do you think I am? I'm gonna pay $3,000 for teeth. I'm like fucking dead next year.
You get on the payment plan and you fucking tell them to shut up. Give him 500.
So I Googled.
Oh my God.
So I Googled cosmetic white paint for teeth. And I ordered it. It was like $27. I just bought it last week. And it only lasts 24 hours. I didn't put it on today. I put it on a couple of days ago. It's a little too white, but you got to practice it. So now I'm learning how to talk. Jesus
There's it goes
Christ.
again. Oh my
Put the thing in your pocket.
I'm leaving it on the fucking floor. Fuck it.
What are you, 90 years old? 90 years old people do stuff like that. Dropping things, walking into the wall. The golden years. What golden years?
God.
The hell do they mean by golden years? You're dribbling from your mouth. You don't even know where the hell you're at. You don't know your own kids. The golden years? And you forgot where the gold is because your kids stole it.
That's always the fucking case, true. How many stories you hear about
Golden
family
years.
members stealing
What a
jewelry?
bunch of crap that
He
is.
likes to smoke crack around, so there's.
You did another short with like a Godfather parody, right? With Vic DiPatetto.
Oh, yeah. Vic DiPatetto never gets that movie.
No, the thing where you get shot in the glass.
Oh, in a row, yeah.
What was that?
Seth Schultz did that.
What's the name of that?
He just did takeoffs on The Godfather.
That was funny. That was real.
That was
funny.
shot at Mickey Mantle's restaurant, and we had to be out of there by 11 a.m.
Wow.
So whatever Seth deal he made with them, and that's what that was about. Yeah, Seth had a lot of funny, but he didn't have a script like I told you about. Ray Romano had a script. Seth would just do takeoffs on movies.
Like improv.
Yeah, but where you going with that? You got to have a script.
Right.
Movie, no? Yeah, we see more for a movie.
And he worked hard. Seth, he paid you
Make
too.
sure that switches on.
One of your other hobbies that you love doing, I know, which you're phenomenal at, is photography, right?
Yeah, I do photography. Black and white.
What's your favorite picture you ever took?
Oh Jesus!
Why is that so fucking
People
funny?
listening.
This guy's like, art. What a joke.
There's, well, unfortunately, the thing was called off because of the virus. Every year I go to a
One of the fairs, right?
out
Festivals.
there in the park, and it was canceled. But I got first prize on. I don't have a manager to brag about me, but I should be going out more, but not now with all this virus.
Nah.
I got these photos, 20 by 25. They're not small.
Yeah, they're too big.
And probably be worth something when I die. Usually when you die,
Yeah, right.
everything's worth money.
Always, right?
You know what's
It
fucked
was
up?
Picasso with Vincent Van Gogh. He made $80
They die broke.
in his lifetime, and then after he died, all his
Such a
paintings.
shame.
You got a
That's a
very
shame.
valid
Somebody-
point there. I'll give you an
Musicians
example.
too.
That kid that just died from
Such a
Black
shame.
Panther,
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman. So I had his pops, you know, those toys, the pops, like
Yeah,
bobbleheads. I had the Black Panther ones at the flea market. And I couldn't sell them.
Yep.
2 weeks ago for $10. Sold them today, $30 each.
Yeah. It's such a sin. It's such a sin.
I feel bad.
It happens
but,
with everything.
You know, it helps my wallet.
But it does happen.
I'm sorry.
It does. People,
He was a great
music,
actor,
music
man.
sales will go up of a good artist, and then all of a sudden after they die, it's like. Psh,
I got
it's-
23 photos hanging in my apartment, and about 8 of them are hanging up there are dead. Otto, Ray Garvey, Vince D'Antone, Bill Sacra, Seth Schultz, and they're all young.
Yeah. Yeah. Comics, musicians.
Did you have a big influence growing up with comedy or no? Like anyone that you loved watching?
When I was a kid, the only thing you watched, and that's why I do a lot of Sid Caesar. Always did skits, and I was 10 years old watching him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do mostly that than stand up,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what they were doing then.
Did you ever watch Sid Caesar?
Watch what?
Sid Caesar.
No,
How about
put
you,
that
Mike?
on
No,
your-
but for a
your
young
left.
kid,
Yeah.
you got,
Your-
it's very
Yeah,
very.
you know a lot
it's,
of.
it's very impressive.
He's very knowledgeable.
It's very
right?
impressive for his age. It's
Yeah.
impressive. The films and artists and things that you know from from those eras.
I think that's that's what the younger crowd lacks that does any type of art is they don't explore the older stuff and they're only
They
into
don't
the
know
new stuff.
anything.
They don't know.
That's why.
You know, I go back and watch stuff and listen to stuff from
You go to Nicky's, all those other comics, all high-fiving each other coming off the stage.
I love it.
Where the hell you going? We're high-fiving each other.
What the hell are you going?
And then you got the girls.
Man.
They can't separate. The girls are talking about BJ and sucking. What are you
yeah.
doing? Where you going with this?
Derivative.
Hey, you know
that's
what?
that's a
That's
main problem.
But there you go, guys. That's exactly about not being original, right? And just
Yeah.
taking something. Listen, there's some comics and there's some females that's their thing, and they kill it, and
Yeah.
they're good with that. But not all. Just to try to shock everyone with
No,
sex
Richard
talk.
Pryor was the only one.
I'll give you an example. If you go to other open mics, not here, most open mics I go to, especially when I first started comedy, half the comics would all do derivative material all alike, and the other half of the comics would do new material about current events that they could do at the open mic and only within like
No,
a couple weeks.
And that's it.
And that's like,
the point?
you know,
What's
what's
the
the
point?
point at that point?
Yeah.
You know, unless
You're
you're
not
going
developing
to...
a bit. That's not gonna-
It's confusing. It's just you just got to do what you believe in doing and just go for it. And like John Lennon said, a day at a time.
Yes. You can't do anything more than
Yep.
that, especially right fucking now.
And I posted, don't talk about things you can't change. That's what ages you.
That's a great quote.
And that's right on
That's
my post.
fucking
That's
great.
a great
man.
quote.
That's fucking great.
Really, what are you talking about this for?
Well, then that means we also have no more show as a Free Thinker Society. We can't change anything we talk about. But no, that is really fucking. That is something. That's something, Chips.
We're gonna have to end it here.
We do have to end it. I wish we
7:05.
could go on more, but you know what? You're not going anywhere. We're going to do this again, Chips.
We got
If
a
you
big
like to,
show
we'd like
ahead
to
of
have you
us.
on and not rush. I like to do it and where we don't
Yeah.
have to, where we could have them and really get into some stuff. I like to have you back.
He's not driving out here unless you're paying him.
Yeah, definitely not. How far is that? A half hour? I ain't fucking going. Fuck that.
I don't mind coming here. It's easy, come
Well-
here. I'm worried about going home.
We're going to do
So
it.
you can
We'll-
stay
we'll-
here.
We're going to do it, and Nikki's
You
going to
can
drive
stay
you
here.
home.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Nikki will get you home.
It's all right.
And we're going to do a longer podcast. I have so
Yeah,
many
we'll
questions
get
I
on
want to talk to
another
you
one.
and ask you about. Because I appreciate the
Like,
way.
what's your hat size?
So many. Yeah, but there's so many. I can't tell you how many comics have said nothing but great things about you. Then I finally met you about the advice, and I love that because I love to help comics. I love to help them, give them whatever advice I can, more business or just life advice. Not obviously joke advice, but just, but I appreciate that because there's a lot of people, I don't know why in entertainment, for some reason, people think they got some secret, like chefs do it too. Like I got a secret recipe and I'm not going to, obviously some stuff is your own. You're not going to tell somebody your own thing, but why not? I want to see everyone succeed. I want to see people succeed. If they're good and they put their heart into their craft.
You got to put it in there. Somebody asked Duke Ellington if he knew any musicians that were really great but never became big stars. He said, I know a lot of guys like that. He says, it's playing the right thing in the right place at the right time. You got to be lucky.
That's true, too. There's always luck involved, right?
Very
Always
true.
luck
Always.
involved.
I hung out with a lot of musicians, too, and I learned about so many musicians that the regular people never knew that were amazing. You're right.
Yeah.
In that music industry world, and I'm sure all the arts, there's some people that will blow your fucking mind that nobody knows. I mean, what about, I'm sure you spent some time in New Orleans, right? No? But you go to New Orleans, you just
Manhattan.
walk down the streets, right? I mean, to this day, you go to New Orleans, and on every block or I'll stop into a little place, and you're going to see a band that's going to blow your fucking mind with 5 people in there, and they're playing like they're at MSG.
But it's like you said, there's a lot of things beyond talent.
Yeah.
A lot of people have
And lucky- and
talent,
lucky
but
some of
they're assholes or hard to deal with or think who the hell they are.
Nickel
Or,
and dime somebody.
To
but
a degree, there's no such thing as luck, but there is. You have to have some type of talent. You can't be horrendous and get lucky. It ain't gonna happen.
Guys, I gotta jump out.
we got to
We
go.
didn't
'cause
shout
we
out
gotta
any
set up the
sponsors.
rest. Well, I just
Yeah.
pulled the Hero Soap Company up. That's why.
Thank you.
This podcast is brought to you by Hero Soap. Please go to herosoap.com.
Where you going?
You can actually
Close
use
off.
our promo code
In the middle of a read.
FreeThinker20. You can get 20%
He's like, it's
off.
the credits
at
of the movie.
Free
Gets up
Thinker.
and
You guys
leaves.
talking into your fucking mics. Just shut the fuck up.
Take care. Goodbye.
Sorry.
All right, so we're gonna actually lose money on this podcast.
Hero Soap, we love you.
We're gonna have to send them money.
Hero Soap is
flipping
all
the read.
natural, sourced in Arizona, made in Arizona by an Air Force veteran.
What was?
This is our sponsor.
Hero
Just trying to
Soap.
do a read.
That's a sponsor?
Yeah, this is our sponsor.
Yeah.
And, this is a great company.
Yeah,
Chips.
we have
What
those.
war was he in?
This is a great.
I don't know that.
We didn't ask him that, but
I didn't get that.
they're veterans. They actually go out and give. This is amazing soap. It's all natural, organic. But they actually go out in the streets and to the homeless veterans, give them
I
soap.
tried that stuff last week.
But it's it's a good company. They give a lot of the proceeds back to the vets, to
That's a great thing.
to the veterans, to police,
responder.
first responders. It's a great company with a great and the product's amazing. The
And it's all
is-
natural. There's no chemicals
came
in
up
there
with a
to
good
screw your
idea.
balls up.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but I believe it started by them actually going out and handing out soap to all those homeless veterans, which is just a shame. It should not even be a thing. There's homeless veterans, and there's an abundance of them. That's ridiculous, but we don't need to get off on crazy on that right now.
All right. So Hero Soap, everybody, come to the show if you're in New Jersey. 231 Speedwell Avenue, Morris Plains, New Jersey. Get here. The Dojo of
Dojo
Comedy
of
out on
Comedy.
out on the patio. Chips Cooney.
It's his birthday.
Happy birthday,
Cooney's
Chips.
birthday. We got some surprises for you.
Happy birthday! We
Not
love
this
you, brother.
podcast. Other surprises.
Yeah, we're sorry that you had to
Are
do
worried?
this with us. But
We're
do have
already
some- we're
having
gonna
fun,
have a
and the
good
show didn't even
I wanna
start yet.
Thank you for having me
No.
on the show.
Thank you so much, man. We love having you.
Love you, Chips.
Thank you, Chips. Can't wait to have a good show, guys. If we got a couple tickets left, we're live, right? So if you want to come out, come out.
Yeah, come on out, guys.
I gotta get those 2 chairs and put that
Yeah,
stuff.
we're gonna set you up perfect.
All right, we're going to set up everybody. Thanks for listening. Yusef, thanks for letting me know about the echo. I did it again. God